Rachael wasn't just a statistic. She was a real, live, beautiful person, inside and out. She had real dreams like you and me.
First at 11, a mother's powerful testimony at the Florida State Capitol today, putting a face to the devastating impact of domestic violence. Thank you for joining us tonight. I'm Heather Crawford. Florida lawmakers have now unanimously passed legislation aimed at strengthening protections for those impacted by domestic violence. And tonight, for the first time, we are hearing from the mother of this Bradford County woman, Rachael Kerr, whose story has touched hearts all across the state and is helping spark change.
My daughter was just 43 years old when, in the early hours of January 29th, 2026, pure evil showed up at her door a mere 39 days ago.
Marjorie Morton stood alongside lawmakers and families impacted by domestic violence, sharing her daughter's story at the state capitol Tuesday.
I want everyone to know and remember her name. Rachael Renee Kerr. I want them to know she was a loving mother to her 3 children.
Rachael Kerr was shot outside her home in Stark after investigators say her estranged husband, Lloyd Kerr, broke into her home. It happened just days after he was released on bond, despite a history of violating the protection order Rachael had against him. He then turned the gun on himself.
2 minor children watched the first person they ever loved be taken from them by the second person they were taught to trust.
Lawmakers say stories like Rachael's are exactly why stronger protections are needed. State Representative Deborah Tendrich, a survivor of domestic violence herself, helped push the bill forward.
These families have chosen to turn unimaginable pain into purpose.
House Bill 277 passed the state legislature with unanimous support in both chambers. It now heads to Governor Ron DeSantis' desk for his signature.
And we'll keep going until Florida is a national gold standard for protecting victims and holding abusers accountable.
For families like Rachael's, this step forward brings hope that no other child or parent will have to face such an unimaginable loss.
Rachael was a woman of deep-rooted and abiding faith in her Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. Her family and friends take comfort in knowing that she is no longer in fear and that we will one day be reunited.
Now, this bill would increase penalties for repeat offenders, and it would create pilot programs for GPS monitoring. It also streamlines protective orders, as well as provides financial help for survivors to relocate. If Governor Ron DeSantis signs this bill into law, it will take effect July 1st. And we are on your side with resources. If you or someone you know is in a domestic violence situation, the Florida hotline is 800-500-1119. In Georgia, you can call 800-344-2836.